Hey Adeen, thank you for taking time for this interview. We would like you to introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, my name is Adeen Rao. I'm a senior in college, uh, double majoring in journalism and political science, and I am currently studying for the LSAT. I want to go into law school and hopefully start my own practice after I finish. And I'm a 2 week intern here at Kamran I Makhdoom PLLC for the last 2 weeks, and today's my last day.
Oh, okay. That was a good introduction. We would like to hear a bit about your experience with Kamran I Makhdoom PLLC, working at an immigration law firm. What aspects came to you naturally, and what were some challenges which you have faced working for a law firm?
Yeah, so I mean, naturally, since I was a kid, I've really always been that kind of person that can remember things really easily. Ever since a young age, my parents used to really talk about it with other people about like how he always remembers things. I can't say anything around him. So, in my first case, I was assigned, I had to read it and show that I know basic information about the client. And when I looked through it, I saw a lot of, tax forms and stuff like that. And so my dad's an accountant and I help him with his accounting firm. So that stuff comes really easy to me. And I would say that remembering things, like I already had Mr. Muldoon's like bar number in my head, like within 5 minutes of working there, right? Because you film so many forms. But I will say the learning curve part of everything since being here is probably just being like efficient. I tend to be the kind of person that wastes seconds and minutes and maybe hours on talking about something that maybe is not work related. So definitely something I could get better at. And also just having attention to detail. I noticed that everyone around, I'm very lax with doing things, and a lot of people are just like make sure it's 100% good, double check, triple check. Where I'm the kind of person that doesn't check. So that was really what I learned since being here.
Oh, that's really interesting. If it ends up being the last time we are seeing you at our office, what will be one learning or a takeaway that you will carry forward your entire life?
Um, One takeaway that I would take from this is that this means something to people. Like the law it can be used for so many things, great things and bad things. Obviously, like this is people's like lives that are at stake
Very
here,
true,
their
very true.
livelihood. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And so
Mm.
like when I was doing each document, it was so amazing to see the families. Like I'm helping this family stay in the United States, live their dream. Like
Beautiful.
my parents did. And so I guess that's the number one takeaway, that no matter what sector of the law you're in, like it means something to someone and maybe multiple people.
Oh, that's so good. Lastly, I would like to ask you about your experience working specifically with Mr. Makhdoom.
Mhm.
Be kind.
Yes, I'll be very kind, of course. He's a very busy guy. That's something I learned from the 2 weeks here. I mean, he has an interview legitimately every second. It's funny watching the dynamic whenever his door opens after an interview. 4 or 5 people in the office are like, I gotta go get like I have something to ask him. I gotta go say something. But in the rare downtime that he had, maybe 5, 10 minutes, I did have a question for him because it's relating to my career, and he actually gave me really good advice. I went up to him and I asked him, my obviously my family my would love for me to go to a really like nice private institution for law school, and the way things are going, inshallah, like my GPA and LSAT practices are going well enough to where that's a possibility. And I asked him, does that really matter for what I want to do? And he asked me straight up, do you want to work for yourself or do you want to work for someone? And I was like, I want to work for myself. I want to start my own practice. And he was like, well, they're not going to care, your clients, whether you go to a top school or not. It's really all they care about once they're your client is, are you going to get the job done? And that really shifted my mentality towards law school, where I want to go, and realizing, okay, well, I don't really want to be in debt. I would rather, much rather have less debt, start my own practice, and get moving on it. Because obviously, like the way he operates, the way he lives, like this is definitely like a dream for me. This lifestyle. If I had it, like I'm happy. So it's definitely a lot to learn about and see my perspective on life change like so quickly within 2 weeks.
Oh wow, that's really good. I'm like, it was indeed a pleasure meeting
Yeah.
you and working. I'm like working with you. And I'm quite confident you're going to be an asset for any organization.
Thank you. I
We wish you
appreciate that
all
so
the
much.
best
Yeah.
for your future. And wish you luck and thank you again for your
Yeah.
time.
I thank you guys.